Hello everyone, welcome back to my continuation of my original review. If you saw my original review, great. If you didn't, that's fine too. This is the tasty 16-piece easy clean ceramic nonstick set minus one frying pan or skillet. What happened was that one wore out and I threw it away, and then I realized that I should do a video to show you as a follow-up. So I've been using these a little over 2 years. This set, back when I purchased it, a little over 2 years ago, was $69 at Walmart. It also came with a little cookbook, which I don't have, and that other skillet, which I got rid of. Initially, the instructions, they call for a curing. I did that. They say don't use non-stick spray. I did that for a time period. It seemed like the non-stick ceramic feature initially was super non-stick, but then it kind of lost that. And so the last probably year and a half, I have been using non-stick spray just because it's not non-stick. It's not non-stick without it. So anyways, the frying pans and skillets really took a beating. Now, with that being said, let me give you some disclosure material. So we are a family of 7, and everybody, with the exception of my husband, is home every day, all day long. So I cook a lot. I probably am cooking with my cookware more often than the average person, because it's sometimes it's 3 times a day I'm using a skillet or a saucepan. Some days maybe less, and of course there's vacations and things, but I cook a lot. And I'm cooking for more than the average amount of people. So this set has been used very heavily, extremely heavily. Now, also another disclosure. I have a teenager that does dishes for me, and I'm very thankful for him. However, he does not always give things quite the finesse that mom would, or someone else might, and sometimes things might be cleaned in a way that are not appropriate for that type of item. For example, maybe things that don't go in the dishwasher end up in the dishwasher, or maybe things that shouldn't be cleaned with something real abrasive are cleaned with something abrasive. And that's fine. We're learning, and it's just life. But so that to be said, I know there is an element of that going on some of these. You can see there are some scratches on this one. So I'm very careful to use a plastic or silicone utensil while I'm cooking, but it's kind of worn out. This one, I have a teenager that is experimenting with cooking and learning, and really burnt things on this pan a couple times, and even kind of burned the handle. You can see that where that color is gone there, that's actually like a singe to the plastic. This was a beautiful pink. As you can see, it is no longer pink, and that doesn't come off. It's just there. And so the other green skillet that I did have, which was kind of in between these two, looked reminiscent of this skillet, which is why I threw it out. So the frying pans definitely are used a lot harder in my home, and in previous pots and pan sets, they are what wears out. So it's just common for me. Now, like the saucepans look pretty good. These are a couple little scratches here that you see. Of course, we're not really frying in these as much, so they don't have as much heat without liquid in them. I feel like things just kind of go go a little smoother. Again, a couple nicks here. But overall, these are still very usable. We lost some of the shine here, but that's no big deal. This large saucepan, I have used heavily. It does also have some marks here, but it is not as bad as the small frying pans. You can see some of the enamel there has come off just from it being slid around on the stovetop. Also with the original set came these two utensils and these little dishes. You can see here, kind of like a little condiment cooking thing. And I have used these little condiment cups for various videos. So if you ever watch any of my recipe videos, you may see you know, sugar or flour or something in these little dishes. And I really like these. I don't use them super often, but I think they're gonna last me decades until I break one, and I plan on keeping them. I like them. I like the colors. I really enjoyed those. These, I liked the idea. I liked the idea that they were kind of helping people out. I think that this Tasty set is a wonderful starter set. You know, and it comes with these cooking utensils. I think that's great. But for me, these were not super wonderful. They were just too flimsy for my liking. And for the quantity of food I cook, they just didn't meet the bill. So I haven't used them very much. I think I'm gonna donate those, but I think it was really nice that they put them in there. You know, I remember when I was starting out early on, and you have to buy all this different stuff, you know, pots and pans and utensils and dishes, and it's a lot. There's a lot of expenses in setting up your kitchen, and I think that for the price point that this was, $69, you know, plus you got these two and these little things and the recipe book, I think it was a good deal. And I still, even though some of these have worn out and they are beyond their life with us, I still feel that this was a very good value for the price point. And what I plan on doing is getting rid of these skillets. I'm going to keep the lids because I'm going to try something new this next go around. So keep an eye out if you're interested. I'm going to keep the saucepans, and use them a little longer because I think they have more life left in them. And yeah, we're just gonna continue on. But now over the years that I had the original review posted, I did receive a lot of different comments. Some people commented that they were not nonstick, they hated them. Some people had issues with the ceramic coating. Some people loved the set. People have gotten different colorways, and I've heard a lot of feedback. And so, you know, opinions vary, but my opinion is this was pretty good, pretty decent for as heavily as it was used. And I think that an average family size with average cooking, they would still be using this set. Just so happens we're not average. So I hope this review was helpful to you, and please check out my other videos, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments.